Thank you for joining me. My name is Devon Erasmus and this is the Formula 1 show. Today we'll be covering the Mercedes team. We'll be looking at the past race in the weekend that happened in Australia. And yes, this is the 2015 season is officially here, and we're going to cover what happened in the first race of the season. And yeah, that is what happened in Australia. Mercedes has won again. We all know who is the driver that can pass his teammate, being the only second person in the Formula 1 Championship at this point that can actually have a challenge against Lewis. And guess what? Lewis Hamilton has won the race. Rosberg could not challenge Lewis. He tried to put some pretty strong laps in. Unfortunately, he was unable to officially and properly pass Lewis Hamilton. And what I would like to, just cement and also prove, or should I say, confirm at this point, is that the only way that Rosberg is going to win Hamilton is he would need to constantly pass Hamilton. He would need to be aggressive. It does not mean to damage Hamilton's car as he did last year in Spa. I know most people would probably hate me saying that, but it's just that Rosberg is not a very good passer, if I can say it like that. He's not very good at passing his opponent, and unfortunately Hamilton has definitely overpowered Rosberg when it comes to being able to pass his teammate properly and effectively. And this is one thing Rosberg has to master, has to look at, has to perfect for this season. He needs to pass his teammate more often than he did last year. That is why Lewis Hamilton was able to claim victory. Lewis Hamilton was able to pass Rosberg more often than Rosberg was able to pass Hamilton. So yes, I would say Rosberg has tried once and crashed into Hamilton, as I mentioned before, and I believe that situation in Spa last year has actually given Rosberg a let's just say a mental block where he can't elevate himself beyond what happened in Spa. He's constantly second guessing himself whether or not he should pass Lewis Hamilton. And at this point I would say don't pass Lewis Hamilton, because honestly Lewis Hamilton will just pass you back. However, what I'm saying is, being an open-minded person, and actually, I'm actually a Kimi Räikkönen fan, and since Kimi Räikkönen has not delivered, 2014 season was his worst season ever. I cannot even imagine how bad he must feel himself, if he does feel sad about his season last year, because he is the Iceman after all, so he's not really that much of a emotion lord. So what I would say is that Lewis Hamilton can definitely pass Rosberg, and if Rosberg can learn how to pass Hamilton, then he would definitely get over his fear or whatever mental blockage he has to become the world champion this year. That's what I want to see from Nico Rosberg, is get over that fear, push Lewis to the limit, push yourself to the limit. Let's see who gets out on top, who becomes victorious, because let's face it, this season is all about Mercedes. Mercedes will definitely dominate the season. There's no doubt in my mind about it. Mercedes is the clear winner. They will decide who will win the championship, that they will decide who will win the constructors, the drivers, and that's unfortunately the truth. There's nothing to say about that other than Mercedes have the strongest, fastest car on track. We're talking about 1.5 seconds faster than the second team. So Ferrari at the moment is the second team fastest in the World Championship at the moment. Ferrari is doing pretty well. Unfortunately, they are not fast enough to compete with Mercedes. Rosberg has mentioned in the conference meeting after the race that he hopes that they could come closer, because at the moment they are pretty far behind. So let's hope that that Ferrari can pick up their game and be more competitive and catch Mercedes. So what I would say is, Mercedes, why do you have to be so fast? You're just going to ruin this whole championship with all the teams squabbling at the back and you two-horsing it in the front. That's probably not your mistake. You just have a better package. However, what I would say is, like I said, Rosberg needs to step up his game. I do believe Lewis Hamilton is very hungry to get that second world title. That is why Lewis knew that he will definitely not leave Mercedes for the foreseeable future. Even Ferrari has tried to come to Lewis, approaching Lewis to try and sign him for the next season. Unfortunately, Lewis does not want to have anything to do with that. He knows exactly what he wants, and he wants the best team, and Mercedes is the best team. I honestly think that Mercedes, with all their experience with McLaren, has actually kind of, let's just say, used McLaren as a base to form their ultimate team. And I feel bad about it, because Mercedes and McLaren was such a good team, and now seeing McLaren suffering is just really heartbreaking. So, unfortunately, I do believe Mercedes has used McLaren to reach their potential and become a sole constructor of their own championship, and also leading this championship solely and dominating as much as they do. Mercedes, is really a strong team, really good team. They've got the best drivers. Nico Rosberg is definitely not a driver to, undermine. Do not misjudge Rosberg. He's a very, very good driver. However, Lewis Hamilton has something I believe you cannot practice for. He's got natural talent. So only and until Nico Rosberg can officially pass Lewis Hamilton in races will Nico Rosberg be able to win the World Championship driver's title. So that's my view on Mercedes. I hope you enjoyed that, and as always, join me for another episode. I probably won't be doing episodes every day as I would love to have done, as I mentioned before. It's just not that easy to do that. However, I will definitely cover the next team, which is Red Bull, and that'll be in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section. If you like the show, please subscribe. Leave a like, dislike, your choice. Give some comments. Let's get the passion flowing. Ciao for now.